We have a lot of things coming up and coming. We have a new logo going to be coming out. We're going to have intro videos to our YouTube videos. We're also going to be having raffles and giveaways coming in the next couple weeks or so. I would say by next week or the week after, we're going to be doing some type of raffle. Could be some type of land, could be an NFT profile picture, whatever it might be, but it is going to be a good project that we see that is going to be a good project long term. So make sure you guys are tapped in. It is most likely going to be based upon inviting people to our chat, or being active in our chat. We want to make sure that we're rewarding other people in our community for just being active and spreading the love and spreading the opportunity to other people. And that's what we're here for, right? Me and Pat, of course we could, see profits all day. We could do this anytime, any day, make profits ourselves. But we know that we have a lot of information that we can share with people. And I feel like a lot of this information that we have is not a lot of information that's taught on a daily basis. You don't hear certain things about staking and lending and, different NFTs on Cardano. Like, I know a lot of people that are into NFTs, but not a lot of people are into Cardano NFTs, right? So, we just want to spread the information to you guys so you guys can go next level right with us. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop right into the market. Market right now is kind of, like I said before, it's most likely going to keep consolidating. Bitcoin right now sitting at 41.4, Ethereum 27, it's a little bit below 3,000. Market cap still sitting at that 1.8 trillion mark. I mean, from last week, it's gone up about 200, almost $300 billion the last week or so. The last time we talked about it was last Thursday, but it's been moving up. Right, it's been moving up. And if we look at the market, it is consolidating, right? It has been consolidating between the $43,000 level and that $34,000 level. Now, do I see it going below $34,000 level again? Most likely not. Can it? Absolutely. Do I see it going anywhere below 30,000? Probably not. Now, the reason why I feel like I think it's either next week or the week after, was when I kind of predicted that the market starts moving more parabolic, meaning it's going upwards. Because if we look at last year around that July mark, it was between middle of May to middle of July, just about 2 months. And the market started popping, right? From when it started consolidating since January, we're coming into March. So middle of March, it was like towards the end of January, about the 20th or the 21st of March would be that 2-month mark. And if it follows cycles, since Bitcoin moves in cycles, we should start seeing parabolic moves up. Now, the only thing that's really stopping that right now is Russia, right? The war with Russia and Ukraine right now is a little iffy. We have no idea what's going to happen. We have no idea what's really going to happen with that whole situation over there. Yes, it's sad. Yes, my love and condolences are over to Ukraine. Definitely a power trip in my opinion, but we're not going to talk about that. But I feel like, right now, if it continues the cycle right now, how Bitcoin is moving, we should middle of March to the end of March, we should start seeing more parabolic moves. When we start seeing that more parabolic moves on Bitcoin, that's when we start getting into altcoins like the gaming and metaverse cryptos that we've been talking about. We have a whole video on that. We're still going to pump out more metaverses that we're looking into. But that's just something to keep in mind, that towards the middle and end of March, just pay attention to what Bitcoin does. We could see another spike down a little bit lower than maybe $33,000 level. And then we could start seeing a parabolic move. Who knows, right? We just have to be patient. We have to allow the market to move and do its thing. If you guys look at a fear or greed index chart on Bitcoin, we're still in mighty fear right now, right? And when there's blood in the market, when there's a lot of fear in the market, these big banks, these big institutions, these big players, these big countries that are starting to legalize cryptocurrency or make Bitcoin a tender in their country, they're going to start accumulating right now, right? They're going to start accumulating right now. And a lot of these news, a lot of this FUD is them coming out and pushing price down. So the retail traders sell off on the cryptocurrencies, and the big players come in when everyone else is selling, and they buy huge positions, right? Huge positions. Why do you think like over a week span, there's been over $200 billion that came to the market. Majority of it came into Bitcoin, right? Reason being is because we have different countries, we have different things going on, that they're looking to legalize Bitcoin as a legal tender in their country. El Salvador was the first one. Ukraine, even though they're going through everything that they're going through, they're getting donations of millions and millions of dollars right now in cryptocurrency, right? Why are they doing that? Because it's so fast, right? The big banks and institutions over there, most likely they're shut down, right? Because of the war going on. A lot of companies, a lot of businesses are shutting down because of the war out there, right? But one thing that they can receive, because it's so quick and it's on the blockchain, is cryptocurrency. So if there's wars breaking out, if there's, food supplies going down, if there's different things going on, yes, it's hard to get physical things, but to bring currency into their country to make sure, that there's people being taken in to provide homes and food and stuff like that. They have the money, they have the cryptocurrency to actually use in their country. And especially for different countries, especially, for example, US sending, China, or US sending Ukraine, or US sending different countries money. It takes a couple of days if you were to do it through a bank, right? It's not just like that. But things like XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're pretty quick, right? XRP, 2 seconds, it'll be in their wallets, right? Bitcoin, probably like 15 minutes, 20 minutes max, depending on how much the transfer is. Ethereum is pretty instant too, right? So we just got to keep in mind that everything is moving towards this blockchain. This is a long-term game. This is not something that we're looking to, flip overnight like we can with NFTs. It's going to take time, right? And because we're so early, and yes, I say early, a lot of people be like, oh, it's oversaturated. No, it's not. Less than 5% of the entire population is into cryptocurrency. Less than 1% of the entire population is into NFTs. So if you put that in perspective, we're just starting, right? We're just starting. When it gets to maybe 40, 50% of the entire population into cryptocurrency, that's when we can basically say that, okay, it's starting to get oversaturated. A lot of people are talking about cryptocurrency. You're going to start hearing that more. Your grandmom's going to start asking you about Bitcoin. Your aunts and uncles are going to start asking you about Bitcoin and what's these NFTs, what's these pictures that you buy and sell. You're going to hear a lot of that, right? You're going to start hearing that. You're going to start hearing some of your friends that have no idea what this stuff is going to start asking you, and you guys know where to send them. Crypto Cliffnotes. But with that being said, guys, that's really all I have on the market. NFT markets, specifically for Cardano right now, nothing really a lot happening right now. If you look at the market data right now, the volume on Cardano NFTs is down a little bit compared to how high it has been, and that's honestly just because the market is consolidating. Now there are some different projects that I'm going to be giving you guys later down in the session, but we'll go over that in a little bit. Another little piece of news, and I actually got this to my email earlier. Sandbox, right? Sandbox, since we're into metaverses, we're into gaming, cryptos and stuff like that. I wanted to bring this to your attention because we can all actually do this and it's free. So Sandbox Alpha Season 2 has officially launched. I think it was today when it came out. And basically, you're going to be able to go into the metaverse. You can download this either onto your Windows browser or your MacBook, whichever computer you have. And you can go in here and you can actually go participate in their experiences that they have. And when you do so, you have an opportunity to be put into a raffle to receive an Alpha Season 2 pass. And then you're basically going to be able to use that pass to claim up to 1,000 sand tokens. Now, if you go look at sand token, which is their sandbox token for their metaverse, sandbox token is worth about $3. So you have an opportunity to just basically go in there for free, go explore throughout the metaverse, go complete tasks, whatever they have you do, and you can win up to $3,000. I know that sounds good to me, to basically just to go explore and go experience the experiences in the metaverse. And I think the metaverse is here to stay as well. That's up and coming. That's brand new. We see a lot of, games coming up aboard. We see a lot of different people coming into the metaverses. We saw, especially for one of the metaverses that we just got in, that they just dropped land. One project on Cardano called Boss Cats, right? Baron Davis. If you guys know Baron Davis, he owns land in District 1. He's making he's going to be making I guess you would say, activities for sports in the metaverse, right? So, big names, big players are coming aboard. We saw Snoop Dogg in Sandbox, Adidas in Sandbox, different players are coming aboard into the metaverses. And what people do to be successful in these types of things is they put themselves in position so they can be successful while the big players are coming in early right with them. So, with that being said, that's all the really news and market overview I want to go over. I'm going to pass this over to Pat because he has something really, really special for you guys. And then I have 3 drops, or technically 2 drops for you guys that we're going to be going for this weekend. So I'm going to pass this over to Pat. Make sure you guys stay to the end so you guys can get those drops. Make sure that, since our last session, we did talk a little bit about basics, how to download wallets. So if you don't have a wallet yet, you don't have a NAMI wallet, you don't have any Cardano wallets, go ahead and download those wallets tonight, get them loaded up. You can just send ADA if you're doing Cardano NFTs, send your ADA to your NAMI wallet and have that loaded and ready to go for this weekend if you're going to go for these drops. So over to Pat. Appreciate you guys for being here. Pat, appreciate you everything what you do, man. Always giving us the sauce. Get ready to take notes, guys. Let's get it.
What's up, family? All right, guys. So what I want to go over is so this is a potential airdrop. We talked about this one before. But it seems like with the people behind this, these are the guys that will do an airdrop. So what happened is now we have their newer version of their test net. So this was for it's called zkSync. Let me pull this up real quick. All right, so this is the token. This token's not out yet. I got a feeling there's gonna be a very hot token when it comes out. So what this does is the issue that we're having right now is the scalability with Ethereum. This kind of solves that, and there's no issues with security. So this technology is already going to be used on a lot of different platforms. So this token, what they're doing is, like I said, we already went through the first round of test nets. When we did this, we had you guys, if anyone participated, we basically had to put out like a tweet. They send you test tokens. From there, we ended up using their swap. I think we actually had to do like mint a NFT of our own, that kind of thing. Well, now is the second round of it's out. So I want to make sure everybody does these. Like I said, this is not a guaranteed thing. It's highly likely that this will be an airdrop. Like I said, once this test net's over with, I think then they're going to go live with the main net. All right. So they're already on version 2. So this is the name of the token. Definitely are going to need to go into their Discord for this. So I'll put the link of their Discord in our Discord. And what's going to happen here is, so you're going to need to come in, or I can put all the links I'll put all of them in our Discord, but the easiest way, and you should be part of their community too. Just like I said, this is going to be a big project. So down here into testnets, I already have everything kind of opened up. So what you do is you're going to have your portal connected to your wallet. So if it's your first time getting on here, you're going to have to import this chain, the testnet chain right here, this Golery, however you say it. But it will kind of automatically import it for you. You're just going to have to sign for it. And when you open up your wallet, all these are going to be zeroed out. Okay, you're going to be 0 for all these funds. Now, once again, these are all test funds. None of this is real. This is what they want you to do, though. You come on here and you test out the net. Any issues, you report it in their Discord, help them out. This is like what will qualify you more than likely for an airdrop. So to get this, what you want to do is anytime you're doing a test net, you're going to see something called a faucet. So that is going to be basically how you're going to get your test token. Okay. Ways you can do this. There's usually platforms you can request them on. Sometimes they'll have the links right on the site, as you can see here. Last one, we had to put out a tweet, that kind of thing. So this one, what you're going to end up doing is I already did mine, so they're not going to send me anymore. And what they're going to do is they're going to send you all 4 of these tokens: USDC, Wrap Bitcoin, Chainlink, and DAI. They're not going to send you Ethereum. So this was the one I was talking about last week that I was trying to figure out. So to get the Ethereum, that was actually the tricky part. What they have on their thing is they'll tell you if you go into the testnet part, you go to second option down. What they give you is this is where all your links are going to be. This is going to be that first link that I actually logged onto the site for. So this is one of the ones I'll put in. But if you end up coming in, you're going to go to right here, testnet tips. You're going to visit the thing. You're going to link your wallet. From there, you're going to try to get these Ethereum. So to get the Ethereum, these are all the different faucet options you have. None of them were working for me. I've been going back and forth with people in the Discord. They just say like the supply is very limited. So it's almost like you got to request it from other people. So none of the faucets, I've been putting out tweets every day for the past few days. None of that's been working. Finally got somebody to throw some my way so I could get started. And then what I did was I ended up selling some of my other tokens for more Ethereum that way I could get it up there, because it's basically the same. You can't make a transaction without a little bit of ETH in your wallet because of gas fees. All right. Now, the whole thing with what this is going to do is in the future, it's going to pretty much eliminate these crazy gas fees. They'll be like they are on like Cardano, that kind of thing. Very small gas fees. That's the whole importance of this layer 2 stuff. So what we are going to do is, and here's why I'm showing this. So anybody that is on this call, rather than have to deal with this that I dealt with for the past 3 or 4 days, to try to get some ETH, you end up going home with a little, let me know in the Discord. I will shoot you over some testnet ETH, okay? I'm going to show you now how we can do everything. So this was the one I was trying. This is one of the faucets for the Twitter. This is the one that usually works. It wasn't working. You might be able to try it and get more. This thing has an option. You can get like 1 ETH, 2.5, 6 ETH. I tried for 1 each time and I couldn't even get that. So I wouldn't even bother with the other ones. Like I said, you don't need much. Like a 0.001 is pretty much enough for the gas fees. And you just need to get that first bit started from there. So what you're going to do is, so basically, like I said, you'll have all these set in. You're going to need a little bit of ETH. So what you're going to have to do is you guys are going to have to open up your MetaMask wallet. You open up your MetaMask wallet right under this account. You're going to copy this to the clipboard. That's what I'm going to need you to send me. You're going to have to send it to me. I already have, Jonah hasn't done this yet, but I'm going to have him hooked up right away with this. So you'll be able to get it from either one of us. Then from there, you guys are going to be able to distribute to any of your friends, anything like that want to try this out. Like I said, for a potential free airdrop. That's all this is a potential free airdrop. But this, to me, should be a very big token in the future. So then to get this part, all we're going to do is we're going to go back to, let me get on here. Back to, all right, we're back on the Discord. We're going to come down to the last option, part 6. It's going to be our switch. So it's going to be our swap, basically. This is where you're going to swap out tokens. You're going to have to sign again because this is going to be a different, basically a different site. All right, so here's what I ended up doing. So since they give you a decent amount of tokens, this is one thing you have to watch out for when you're doing testnet stuff. The tokens don't give you even swaps. I don't know why that happens. I don't know if it's just because of a liquidity issue within the testnet, but it doesn't give you even numbers. And what I mean by that is, well, as you can see, I kind of sold all my DAI. But earlier, they gave me 300 DAI coins. This was the best one for me to flip into Ethereum. So I basically took into the swap. Let me show this in reverse. So if I would go from Ethereum back into here, do like a 0.01, all you're going to do is swap stuff back and forth, okay? So as you can see, I'm sending $27, but I'm only getting 20 of this token. That's only because you're just dealing with a testnet. That's not normally how this is going to work. But every time you do a swap, something like that, this basically is what you need to do to qualify. So you're going to type in any amount. You're going to scroll over. You got to scroll all the way down. Sign will pop up. It's going to ask for one more time, I believe. Nope, it's finished. And it's just letting me know I saved $20 on gas fees compared to somewhere else. So do 1 or 2 of those to qualify. The first thing I would do is, like, once we send you a little bit of testnet ETH, so you'll have enough for the rest of the stuff right away once I send you it. So basically, like you see, I have a 0.11. You're going to get like a 0.01. Sell some DAI token into more ETH. Swap it right away just to get a little bit more for gas fees. And then just go in here and randomly swap out anything you want. Take Chainlink, switch it out for Wrap Bitcoin. We'll have 100 of them. We'll do 10 of them. And as you see, look at this. It's $142 worth of Chainlink. They're only going to swap it out at 26. Like I said, this is a test net. I don't really even care. This is all fake imaginary money. This is just helping them out with the network. Okay. So this is how we're going to use the swap. So now I just did that 2 more times so it qualifies me even more just to make sure it's all good. From there, saved another 20. So up here, you can see my wallet, right? You can see all the different transactions. This gives you the breakdown of the wallet, what's in it, all that kind of stuff. So did the swap, right? Next thing, see pools. We talk about adding liquidity. That is what this is going to be. And then you can go into the farming pool. So you want to do all these options that are highlighted. So first we start with the swap. Then we're going to go to the pool. When you go to the pool, there's already going to be, this is the pool that was created. This is the other reason I told you you're going to want to switch a little bit to ETH. So then once you click this pool button, this will pop up already. All right. I already have some in here. You're just going to hit add. And you are going to take, like, see here, I have a balance here. I can do this again. So I have a little bit of this. And it'll automatically calculate how much ETH I'm going to put in. I'm going to supply. I'm going to sign for this. So what this is doing is, like, when people, how I just swapped before, how we swap any tokens, somebody has to actually supply the tokens in order for us to receive our tokens, right? So there has to be somebody to supply the pool. That's what we're doing. LPs are becoming a liquidity provider, okay? So by doing what I just did, now I can add rid of farming. Click on here, and I should be able to add even more. Scroll down, sign, and now I'm doing what's called farming. So now you're getting rewards for all this kind of stuff. But this is also a good way. You have no clue how to do this stuff when you're talking to heroes, talking about staking and yield farming and stuff like that. This is a good way to practice this. If you mess up, it's fake money. You don't lose anything. And you can keep playing with this. You can keep going back and forth. If you see stuff come up in a day or two, you can collect. But this is all you need to do for this. These are going to be the steps. You just want to do these 3 steps right here, and that should qualify you for. This is pretty much everything. Once I talk to the guys in the Discord, we haven't said any more, anything else that we need to do so far. So I want to make sure all of you do this. But like I said, getting the actual Ethereum to do that first swap has been a pain in the butt. So at least by being on this call, you know to send us your address. Should you have to send it, just write off a MetaMask. Make sure you copy that, and then that'll stay on whatever networks. Whenever you're going to flip, it'll automatically switch your networks for it. You don't have to do anything like that except for sign, okay? But this is all safe to do. Like I said, we've already done the first version of this. This is V2, but this should take care of qualifying, especially by doing all 3 steps. And like I said, it's good practice for when you're playing with the real money, all right? So you did a swap. You're going to need to do swaps. Anytime you're not going to buy anything on a regular exchange or Coinbase and all, you're going to go to a DEX, a decentralized exchange. That's kind of what this stuff is. Anytime you see where you're just putting the top in and the bottom, they're kind of your swaps. They're going to be your DEXs. They're not centralized. And that's what I prefer to use. But with that being said, get used to that. You should be used to that if you've been dealing with this. But the pools and the farming provide liquidity. Like I said, what you're doing is you're going to pick out of the pairs that are available. Whenever you see pairs, you can either create your own. Once this came back, like I said, you'll click on the one that was here that I just added to, and you just pick the amount you want to put in. And whatever token you decide your number of, it'll automatically tell you how much you need to provide to the other. So what you're doing is basically saying, like, I'm going to provide $100 of US dollar and $100 worth of, let's say, like, the pound. All right. obviously is not on desk. It's not going to read out the exact same because the pound and the dollar have different values. But a dollar worth of each coin is still a dollar worth. And that's the same thing. You just got to have even sides on when you do pools. I know it's a little confusing, but it kind of does the math part for you. Farming, just connect the wallet, sign the contract. You're letting them use your tokens, basically for people in the swaps. And you get paid the way they pay you with staking. You're getting like that interest. The way that it works when you're doing like the farming and all, you're getting paid on the fees. So every time we do these swaps and you pay the gas fees and all, it goes like usually like your miners and stuff. That also goes to your liquidity providers. So that's all I wanted to show you with this. Now I'm gonna let Jonah go back while he's going over these next bit of drops. I am going to start putting some of these links in. I'll put them in the Discord, so you guys have to be in the Discord. And then, like I said, I'll get Jonah set up right after this call. That way, you can reach out to either one of us. We'll be able to shoot you some test ETH, and you guys can get this rolling.
Is on Friday. Friday, it's called Nifty World. I've actually had my eyes on these for a little bit. They have about 8,800 NFTs that they're going to be giving out. The whitelist, if I'm not mistaken, is tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And then the public sale for mainly all of us who isn't whitelisted is tomorrow at 6:45 p.m. Eastern. You can mint up to 3 per transaction. There's 60 ADA a piece, right? 60 ADA a piece at 6:45 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And like I said, if you want to send more than 3, use different wallets, add a wallet to Nami, or use a different wallet like Yoroi. Again, I'm going to do the exact same thing like I did. And this is Saturday, right? Saturday at 6:45 p.m. Eastern. Now, the reason why that I like these, one, they look, I mean, their art's okay. I mean, it's not the best. They look pretty cool little NFTs. Their utility is going to be inside of, I'm assuming, some type of metaverse, and it's going to be a play to earn game. They're going to have a DAO. They're going to be able to use these NFTs and stake them. And from what I understand, usually when you stake your NFTs, you get their coins. That's what a lot of projects are doing. So I assume they're going to have some type of coin. They're going to be doing an airdrop to all holders. With a percentage twist to it. There will be a percentage attached to the token airdrop to be played in the slot machine game. So their play to earn game is a side, and they're going to have some type of casino going on. And I'm assuming they're going to join some type of metaverse to actually apply this. And then they're going to have a DAO. If you guys don't know what a DAO is, basically they're going to take a percentage of, most likely they'll take a percentage of the minting transactions, minting ADA that they got from the mint, and they put into a different wallet for the community to decide what they're going to be doing. And of course, they're going to have probably some type of royalty. Usually royalties go from between 5 to 10%. They're going to take a percentage of those royalties and put them in this DAO wallet that the community gets to decide. So I think that's pretty cool. Having a DAO, if you guys ever decide to do a project, DAOs are great to do because, one, what I say before, NFTs are community based. When a community can kind of decide where the project goes from here, that's when projects really take off. A lot of these projects that we've called out, a lot of these projects that we have DAOs, right? And a couple of them that I have, a couple different NFTs that we've called out, they have tons of NFTs. They have Clay Nation, right? I have an NFT called Rat DAO. I've talked about it before on here. They have Clay Nations, they have Space Buds, they have a Berry, which is like 100,000 ADA. They have different seasons of the Clay Nations. They have I guess Makasis, I think that they have a ton of NFTs, and basically the community that owns those NFTs get to decide what they do with those with their funds in their DAO wallet. And that's a community based project, right? That's what we want to see. We want to see stuff like that. Again, they're going to have some type of coin and some type of staking integration with their project. And then again, they're going to have a play to earn game. You guys know how excited I am for these play to earn games. These are going to be huge. A lot of these projects is specifically for projects that have play to earn games. They're going to be integrating with different platforms like Ethereum and Solana and Cardano and Theta. There's a lot of projects out there that are going to integrate with different networks as well, because there are certain projects out here. They're like, oh, this network's better than this. That's cool and all, but when you work together, I think that's the most important thing. I think that's the most exciting thing. When you can see different integrations on different networks, I think those projects will last way longer than a project that's only Ethereum or only Solana or only Cardano. Not saying they won't be successful at all. I'm just saying I feel like long term, since we're playing the long term game here, that integration with different networks is going to last longer instead of trying to be better than a different network. So, that's really all the drops that I have. Again, Cardano Crocs is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Again, that's 5 per transaction, 100 ADA a piece. And then Saturday, Saturday, which is the 5th, is the Nifty World. And then I have another one that I'm probably not going to go into. I think that's iffy. I feel like the Nifty World is going to be the better one out of those two. So we're going to go with that one. Again, that one is at 6:45 p.m. Eastern. 6:30 is the whitelist if you do have whitelist. But other than that, those are the two drops that I have for you guys. Pat, did you have anything else to add before we head out of here? Before we close this up?
There's like big rumors that the Ripple case is about to be over. So pay attention to that, because like we were saying, and that could be any day, could be a week from now, could be months from now. I'm telling you, the day that happens and they put that thing back on Coinbase, you're going to see that token take off. I don't care what the market's doing. We'll get some gains out of that token. I think it's sitting at 75 cents right now. Get that on KuCoin. But that's I just keep hearing rumors. Nothing's confirmed, but they're saying that's they think now that all the evidence, it's just not working out for them. So the SEC, I think it's gonna work out where XRP is gonna be back live on the market very soon. But that's about it.